Greetings humans, I'm Lari and this is my channel. It's been a while, huh? Sorry for always disappearing, I'm lazy. But today I present to you something that's not new and you probably saw a million times before on the arts community. I will be redrawing some old illustrations of mine, which I always enjoy doing because, it's always nice to see my improvements. Also, I think it's a good chance to rework an idea you had in the past. But enough rambling. Today I will be making some OC art from past years, 3 of them to be precise. Now let's get started. So I decided to start with a more simple piece. This is the original. It presents the protagonist of the story I'm working on. She is called Luna, and I have always imagined that she would be a plant mom. So here we have her with a little plant pot. For the redraw, I did try it one first time before the final one, but I didn't quite like the sketch, so I started over with the exception of the little plant pot that I took from the first try and used on the final, cause I liked how it looked. As you can probably notice by the sketch, one of the big differences is Luna's design. She looks a lot less human now, and that's basically because I have developed the story and world building a lot since then. So she's now from a fictional species I invented myself, and she lives on a different world from ours. I will eventually make some videos about the world building and a little bit of the history. Her outfit is also more intentional, as she's the princess of the world she's on, and her outfit just fits her personality a lot better. Other than that, you can also see, at least I hope so, that I have somewhat improved my anatomy. Her body looks a lot more solid now, and I guess the pose is better. I have also changed the way I make my liners. As you can see, it's a lot thinner and the brush I use today is just the normal hard pen from Paint. I don't remember which one I used on the original, but I'm guessing it's a different one. The colors have changed too. Even though I'm still working on my use of them, they match her personality a lot better and are more intentional for her character, instead of just using lots of pinks cause I love it. I still love using them, but I'm more controlled. There isn't much else to say about this one. Like I said, it's a quite simple one, but I really like the end result. And I honestly didn't even remember this difference was that insane. It's always nice to see your improvement through the years, right? And here's the new and old pieces. What do you think? For the next one, I chose a piece I actually have already had drawn some years ago. And what's funny is, I don't remember which one is the oldest and which is the redraw. You see, I didn't put the date on them, and I don't have the original Paint files cause I did it on an old phone. I think, despite their artistic skills may not show, that the one on which they have the animal ears might be the newest one, because it makes more sense with the design progression of them. And speaking of progress, let's talk about the redraw. So, the original one portrays Luna again and her girlfriend Sarah. It's a very simple one with a solid color type background, which I guessing you can already tell is not what I went for on the redraw. I guess I was feeling brave because I wanted to do a more complex illustration, and I included, that's right ladies, a background, gasp. A very simple one I mean, but still. It's not something I'm exactly comfortable with, so give me some validation for trying, okay? The idea I had was them being adorable, cuddly lesbian on the royal garden. Specifically this one session that Luna took entirely for them. I have this idea that there is a part of the garden in which she reserved and planted everything exclusively for Sarah, and it's their favorite place in the entire empire. I just think it's a very cute and gay detail. But anyway, about the piece itself, I tried to make the plants look different from normal earth plants. I still have to work on the world design, but I guess it's fine for an one-time illustration. As you can see, the characters have a black and more refined line art, while the backgrounds I just prefer to go more painterly. However, I really like this redraw, especially in comparison with the original. You can see I have improved a lot. And I just have to mention, why was there so skinny? Like, I'm not talking about the body types. Luna is still very skinny. I'm talking they look like they have no organs. So I thought it was okay. I also had to go back at the very end and add their tails. I always forget the tails. Here's the final piece. What did you think? Obviously, I could have done some things better, but I still really like the results for this one. And I love my girl so much. And now for the last redraw, I picked this traditional one, which I did very long ago, and it's also one I have redrawn before. I picked this one because I never really liked how this version turned out. Now I'm thinking it may have been fun to do this one traditionally. Well, too late for that. And for the latest redraw, I decided to add another character. This blondie here is Solarius. He's Luna's cousin and of course also Prince. This illustration is them having a chill breakfast, or at least trying. Luna seems to be struggling a bit here. Maybe staying up the whole night wasn't a good idea. About the drawing itself, I again used a more painterly style for the background and objects while using line art for the characters. I really like how the objects and the pillar next to them turned out. Not sure how much I actually liked this piece though. The characters aren't awful, but they are not completely satisfying. And I don't know, just feels like something's missing. I guess I'm still continuing the curse of not being able to like this illustration. Still, it's finished. Maybe I'll try again sometime. Here's the final result. Not that bad, I guess. So with that, all the 3 redraws are done, and we reached the end of this video. Let me know what you think of the illustrations and my progress. If you liked this video, click on the like of course, and if you wanna see more about my projects and art, please subscribe. I will soon start to talk more about my projects, and I hope to see you here when I do. Hope you have an amazing day or night, and bye bye!